So same thing as last time here in your lesson, down here at the bottom, the workplace game, or you can find it in your workplace game folder inside your math. The directions are here at the front if you ever forget how to play. There's also game variations, which means that you can play them a little bit differently. One being you can play to the hundredths place, but we're gonna go to the second page here and learn how to play the game. For this game, we're gonna have dice. So you have a red player and blue player. So again, you can either play someone else in the house or you can just play yourself. Today, I'm just gonna play myself. So we're going to toss our dice here. I got a 5 and a 5. So 1, so 5.5 rounded to the closest decimal, right? So right here, that's the one where we just kind of have to memorize. It's not necessarily closer to one or the other. 5 always rounds up. Let's make some better lines here. Sort of better. So 6. Okay, so I'm gonna write my decimal in the 5 point, or underneath the 6, because that's what it rounded to. This might be helpful to use that typing tool if you're having a hard time getting the draw tool to write in that box. Now it is Blue's turn. The colors matter when you are playing this game because you have to keep track of whose is up here in the top. So turn that off for a minute, toss the dice. Okay, so I have 2 different choices being the blue player. Either I can do 3 and 6/10, or I can do 6 and 3/10. If I do 6 and 3/10, that would round down to 6. That box is already taken by the red player. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to make 3.6, which is about 4. If I didn't have a choice, then I would have lost my turn because that box is already full. But luckily, we have a choice. So then I'll switch back to red player, turn that off for a minute, and toss. So 3.6 again. Well, we already know that 3.6 rounds up to 4, or 3 and 6/10 rounds up to 4, or 6 and 3/10, switching those numbers around, would bring me to 6. So red has lost their turn. Switch back to blue. Toss them again. All right, so either I can do 5/10, which would round it to 1, or I can do 5 and 0/10. I think I'm just gonna go with 5/10, which is about 1. I should put the 0 in, makes it easier to see. There we go, switch back to red's turn. Turn off the draw tool so that I can throw the dice. And 3 and an 8. Okay, so if I do 3 and 8/10, the 4 is already full, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to go with 8 and 3/10, which is about 8. So over here at the 8, I'm going to put 8 and 3/10. Switch to blue, turn off the draw tool, toss the dice. 3 and 9. So if I do 3 and 9/10, that's going to put me at 4. That box is already full, so I don't want to do that. So I'm going to do 9 and 3/10, which is about 9. 9 and 3/10. Switch it back to red. 5 and 5. Uh-oh. We already got 5 and 5. Even if I switch the numbers, it's still 5 and 5/10. Red loses the turn again. Red's not doing so hot this time. Switch back to blue, turn it back off, toss those dice again. 3 and 6. Well, guess who loses their turn now? Blue. We've already done 3 and 6/10 to get to 4. If we did 6 and 3/10, it would get to 6. So I need to keep track of whose turn it is. I better switch the colors. Back to red, turn it back off, toss those dice again. 5 and 7. So if I do 5 and 7/10, that would take me to 6. 6 is full. If I do 7 and 5/10, that would take me to 8, and 8 is full. So as you can see, there's a lot of missing turns here. Hopefully we'll get some better luck here. 2 and 4, here we go. All right, so if I do 2 and 4/10, that would round to 2, that is open. If I do 4 and 2/10, uh-oh, that one is full. So I only have one choice here. 2, oh, that's a lot of dots. And 4/10, which is about 2. 2, uh-oh. And 4/10, try and make it skinny there. Switch back to red's turn. Red's gonna lose just purely because it's not getting any numbers. 4 and 5. So if we do 4 and 5/10, that would get me 5. If I did 5 and 4/10, that would get me 5. So lucky red gets to have a turn. I think I'm gonna do 4 and 5/10, which is about 5. 4 and 5/10. Blue's turn, turn off my marker, toss some dice. 2 and 9. Ooh, look at there. 2 and 9/10 will get me 3. 9 and 2/10 will get me 9. That one's already full. So I'm gonna go 2 and 9/10, which is about 3. 2 and 9/10 to get me 3. Toss the dice. 5 and 6. Ooh, look at there. I'm gonna go 6 and 5/10 because that will get me 7. 6 and 5/10. Yoop, yoop. For 7. 6 and I'm curious to see how this game is going to end. Even though red only has a few answers, the red's answers are worth more than blue's answers, and now they're about tied. 4 and 4, so blue's only got one more than red does. Did I change the color? No, I did not. Blue's turn. Now who can get the highest and who can get the lowest? That is not going to get us 10 or 0. So red's turn. Let's see if it'll work. No, it won't. Okay, I didn't think so. Nope. Maybe you can keep track of whose turn it is. It'd be a lot easier if you're playing with 2 people. Nope. Oh, so close there. Still nothing. Oh, so close. Oh man, if it was a 4, we'd have had it finally. Alas, no such luck. We continue. Nope, that's gonna round up to 1 as well. No, but, oh, yes. Yes, it will. Look at, if we do 9 and 5/10, that gets us 10. And it doesn't really matter who gets 0 because 0 is 0 points. So now we got to figure out who wins. So here is 10. 9 and 1 make 10. 4 and 3 and 2 make 9. So they've got 29. Let's see how red did. Red had some bigger numbers. So we've got, that's 11. Plus 8 more gives me 19. Then if I take 1 from there, that gives me 20 plus the 6. Oh my gosh, look at blue 1, but just barely. That 10 saved them. So your job now is to go and play at least 3 times. Then you can choose between this game or the one we learned before. You're gonna play Math Workplace games instead of doing Dreambox during independent time today once you're finished with your task. If you need help or any of this is confusing, please come see us. We want to help you. Remember, to start your game over, you look at these 2 roundy round arrows and it will let you start over. Have fun playing, guys. See you later. Bye.